April 25, 2010, 11:47 p.m., Zapopan, Jalisco. Red and blue lights flash behind the pickup truck. Routine traffic stop. The officer approaches. Flashlight beam cutting through darkness. Taps the driver's window. Inside, two young men. The driver's hands shake on the steering wheel. The passenger, 18 years old, neck tattoos crawling up to his jawline, stares straight ahead. Breathing steady. Too steady. License and registration. The passenger moves, not for documents, for the pistol under his seat. The officer sees it, reaches for his holster. Too slow. Bang! Muzzle flash. The officer's head snaps back. He drops. Blood pooling on asphalt. More sirens. The truck's engine roars. Tires screaming. Chase through residential streets. Civilians scatter. Bullets punching through metal, shattering windows. The truck crashes into a wall. Both passengers bail. Running. Firing behind them. Empty brass casings raining on pavement. Police corner them in an alley. Concrete walls. No escape. Final shootout. The 18-year-old takes 3 rounds. Chest, abdomen, shoulder. He slides down the wall. Gun falls from his hand. Cesar Raúl Meza Torres. El Mini 6. Dead at 18. Sinaloa cartel's youngest killer. 3 years. That's how long his career lasted. 15 to 18. Posted guns on Facebook. Became legend among young narcos. Died in an alley in enemy territory. But this kid wasn't born a killer. He was born into cartel royalty. Never had a choice. Never had a chance. How does a 15-year-old become a hitman? And what drives thousands of Mexican teenagers to follow his path, even after seeing how it ends? Drop a comment. Where are you watching from? For 3 years, Cesar Mini 6 Meza Torres did something no teenager had ever done at his age. He became a Sinaloa cartel sicario at 15, killed rivals before he could legally drive, posted his weapons on social media for hundreds of thousands to see, became the blueprint for a generation of narco kids. By 18, he was dead, but his legend was just beginning. How does a child become a killer before graduating high school? 3 things made it inevitable. 1. He was born to Raúl Meza Ontiveros, LM6, a high-ranking Sinaloa lieutenant. His uncles were cartel bosses. His girlfriend's father was El Mayo Zambada. Cartel royalty wasn't a choice. It was his birthright. 2. Social media turned violence into performance. Mini 6 didn't hide like old-school traffickers. He flaunted it. Gold-plated guns, designer clothes, kill counts. Every post fed his legend and inspired thousands of kids to follow. 3. He was 15. Too young to understand consequences, too young to fear death. Old enough to pull a trigger. This is how a kid became Sinaloa cartel's deadliest teenager, and the night he made the choice that killed him. October 31st, 1991, Culiacán, Sinaloa. Cesar Raúl Meza Torres is born. Not to teachers, not to farmers, to Raúl Meza Ontiveros, LM6, a Sinaloa cartel lieutenant who commands kill teams across northern Mexico. His uncles, Javier Torres Felix, LJT, and Manuel Torres Felix, LM1, both cartel leaders. both eventually killed by Mexican military. Mini 6 grows up watching. His father's friends are sicarios. The family parties have armed guards. The cars in the driveway? Bought with cocaine money flowing from Colombia to California. But he's still a kid. Plays football, goes to school, has normal friends. Except his friends' fathers work construction. Mini 6's father commands death squads. But here's what shaped him. Age 7, 1998. Mini 6 watches his father leave for work. 3 days later, his mother cries when a truck pulls up. 4 bodies in the bed. Rivals. Executed. His father walks in covered in blood, kisses Mini 6's forehead, says, "This is how we survive." That night, Mini 6 decides he wants to be just like his father. Age 13, Mini 6 starts appearing in photos. Not school photos. Photos with weapons. Sitting on his father's lap at cartel gatherings. The photos go on Facebook. Metroflog. Early social media where young narcos build reputations before Instagram exists. Comments flood in. Mini 6, future legend. Just like your dad. Next boss of Sinaloa. He reads every comment. Believes every word. Age 14. His girlfriend? Teresa Zambada Niebla. Daughter of Ismael El Mayo Zambada, one of the most powerful drug lords in history. Mini 6 isn't just cartel royalty. He's dating into the throne. His entire world is Sinaloa cartel. Family, friends, girlfriend, everyone connected, everyone involved. He never had a choice. The cartel was his birthright, his identity, his future. At 15, that future arrives with a knock on his door. Mini 6 is 15. His father walks into his room, sits on the bed, looks him in the eyes. "You're old enough now. Time to prove yourself." Sinaloa cartel needs young sicarios. Expendable, fearless, too young to understand they're being used. Mini 6 volunteers, not forced, excited. This is what he's been watching his whole life, what he's been posing with guns for, what his friends admire him for. His father hands him a pistol, not for photos, for killing. You want to be a man? Act like one. First assignment, intimidation. Drive-by shooting at rival's house. Don't aim for people, just send a message. Mini 6 sits in the back seat. 2 older sicarios drive. They pull up to a small house in Culiacan. Lights off inside. Now. Mini 6 leans out the window, pulls the trigger. The recoil surprises him. Crack, crack, crack. Bullets punch holes in walls. Windows shatter. Dogs barking, screaming inside. The car speeds away. Mini 6's hands shake, heart pounding. One of the sicarios laughs. El Mini did good. Kid's got balls. No consequences, no arrest. Just praise. Second assignment, collection. Someone owes the cartel $50,000, hasn't paid. Mini 6 and 2 older sicarios visit his house. Kick down the door. The man begs, has kids, needs more time. The sicarios beat him, break his arm. Mini 6 watches, learns how fear works, how violence controls people. Next time, they tell Mini 6, you'll do it. Third assignment, execution. Target is a rival cartel member. Low-level dealer who switched sides needs to be made an example. Mini 6 is 16 now. Been with the cartel 1 year. Watched killings, participated in beatings, but never pulled the trigger on a person. They take Mini 6 to an abandoned warehouse outside Culiacan. The target is already there, bound, kneeling, knows what's coming. You want to be respected? You want to be like your father? Then do it. Mini 6 raises the gun, hands shaking. The older sicarios watch, testing him. He fires, once, twice. The body falls forward, blood spreading across concrete. Mini 6 expects to feel something: guilt, regret, horror. He feels nothing, just adrenaline, just power. Good, his father says later, hand on his shoulder. You're ready. By 17, Mini 6 has multiple kills. Nobody knows the exact number, not even him. But his reputation explodes. On Facebook, his photos get hundreds of comments. Young narcos across Sinaloa idolize him. Gold-plated AK-47s, designer clothes, stacks of cash. His girlfriend, his crew. He's not just LM6's son anymore. He's Mini 6, a name that means something. He's living the narco dream, the one corridos sing about. Power, money, respect. All before turning 18. But his father knows something Mini 6 doesn't yet. The younger you start, the faster you burn out. Most young sicarios don't live past 25. Mini 6 won't make it to 19. But Mini 6's real genius wasn't just killing. It was performance. He understood something old-school traffickers didn't. Fame is power. Every Facebook post, every photo with guns, every comment from admirers, it built his legend, made him untouchable, made him immortal in the eyes of teenagers across Mexico. It's not just a criminal anymore. It's a brand, a lifestyle, a religion for kids with no future. When you weaponize social media, you don't just kill rivals. You recruit an army without ever meeting them. That's what terrified authorities. Not Mini 6 himself. The thousands of kids trying to become him. But fame is a double-edged sword, and Mini 6 is about to learn that the hard way. Mini 6 is 18, full sicario, running with his father's crew. His social media explodes. Facebook photos showing weapons. Metroflog posts about operations. He's a cartel celebrity. Young boys across Mexico looking at his photos, seeing the guns, the money, the respect. They want that life. Mini 6 shows them it's possible. But fame brings attention, not just from fans, from rivals, from police. Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, considers him a target. Young, high profile, son of important lieutenant. Perfect victim to send a message. Federal police know who El Mini 6 is, where he operates, what he looks like. Intelligence reports circulate. Cesar Raul Meza Torres, age 18, multiple homicides, armed and dangerous. His father warns him, pulls him aside after a meeting. You're too visible. Too many photos. You're making yourself a target. Mini 6 doesn't listen. He's 18 now, invincible. Nobody touches me, Appa. I'm Mini 6. His father stares at him, sees himself 20 years ago. Same arrogance, same fearlessness, same death wish. April 2010. Mini 6 is in Zapopan, Jalisco, outside Sinaloa cartel territory, deep in CJNG territory. His father doesn't know he's there. None of the high-ranking members do. It's supposed to be a quick trip, meeting some contacts, picking up weapons. Back to Culiacan by morning. What Mini 6 doesn't know, CJNG has informants watching him. They know he's in Zapopan. They've already tipped off local police. Not to arrest him, to provoke him, to make him do something stupid. Because if Mini 6 shoots a cop in Jalisco, CJNG gets what they want. Sinaloa cartel heat in their territory. An excuse to retaliate. April 25th, 2010. Late night. Mini 6 and an accomplice driving through Zapopan in a stolen pickup truck. They're heading back to Sinaloa, just 30 minutes to the border. Behind them, police car. Lights activate. Routine traffic stop. Mini 6's accomplice panics. What do we do? We've got guns in the back. If they search... Mini 6 stares at the rearview mirror, sees the officer approaching. He thinks about his father, about his reputation, about the photos his friends will post if he gets arrested. He thinks about prison, about looking weak. He can't be arrested, can't go to prison like a nobody, can't let them take him alive. He reaches for his gun. The decision takes 1 second. The consequence is forever. The officer taps the window. Flashlight beam. Mini 6 pulls his weapon, fires. The officer's head snaps back. He drops, blood pooling. More sirens. The accomplice floors it. Chase through residential streets. Civilians scatter. Children scream. Bullets everywhere. Crack, crack, crack. Windshield shattering. Side mirrors exploding. The truck crashes. Both bail. Running through alleys, firing behind them. Police corner them. Concrete walls. Nowhere to go. Drop your weapons. Mini 6 raises his gun. One last time. Final shootout. Mini 6 takes 3 rounds. Chest, abdomen, shoulder. He stumbles, backs against the wall, slides down. Gun falls from his hand. He's 18 years old, bleeding out in an alley, in enemy territory. Alone. Police approach, weapons raised. One kicks his gun away. Mini 6 looks up, vision blurring. Hears sirens, voices, radio chatter. His last thought? This isn't how it's supposed to end. But it does. Right there, in an alley in Zapopan, far from home. Cesar Raúl Meza Torres, El Mini 6, dead at 18. But here's what nobody saw coming. His death didn't end his legend. It created it.